Welcome to the 15th season of Shamba Shape Up.
We have traveled all over East Africa to find hard-working farmers.
We want to celebrate them while giving them the knowledge they need,
so they can adapt and make their farms more productive even while the climate changes.
We want to support them to get better yields and increase their income.
We will see how farmers can benefit from our experts' advice
while learning from each other in so many ways.
Join us on these journeys and share in the farmers' experiences
on the Shamba Shape Up Safari. Wow! Tony, that's a big baobab tree.
Yes. You know, Carol, they say that if you're a man and you go around the baobab tree 7 times, you're going to turn into a woman. And if you're a woman, you're going to turn into a man.
Superstition.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Really?
Of course.
Well, prove it.
You want me to prove it?
Yeah, sure.
Watch me.
Oh my goodness, Carol, you've changed.
What do you mean?
Is that a beard?
Tony, stop it. Come on. Welcome to Shamba.
Carol, I can see an Adam's apple.
Tony, stop it. You like joking. Welcome to Shamba Shape Up.
You know I've got a shaving kit if you want. I mean, really.
This is serious, Tony.
This is embarrassing.
I'm not joking with you.
Beard.
Get out of here.
Yeah?
Tony, get out of here. Welcome to Shamba Shape Up.
Okay.
Welcome to Shamba Shape Up. This week we are in 2 counties, Kilifi and Kwale.
Shambas provide food, but so does the sea. This episode is part of a Shamba Shape Up special that takes us to the coastal counties of Kenya to discover more about farming from the ocean, more so aquaculture.
We will be the ones learning this time around, and as we learn, so do you. Join us on this amazing coastal safari. We are still on a learning journey. Fishers are an important part of the fish economy. But the question is there enough information and research to make them be successful? Let's find out. Kuruwitu Beach Management Unit are part of an important program to collect data that will help them make their fishing more efficient. We have Dr. Emmanuel Mbaru, scientist, Fisheries Assessment and Technology, Asia, Africa, Blue Tech, Superhighway Project, AABS, Worldfish. Today I'm on a learning mission.
Yeah.
I want people to teach me and tell me exactly what happens here.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll start with you, Juma.
Yeah.
What do you do here?
Yeah, normally we do fishing. We're fishing different types of fish. We have lobsters, we have octopus, we have this normal fish. Yeah.
All right. So do you fish as a group or individuals?
We make that individual. Yeah, like I have my own boat.
You have your own boat.
I have my own boat, yeah.
So, Juma, what challenges do you face?
Okay. The challenge that we face here, not me, for all the fishermen. You know, especially those who are using the motorboats. You have to make sure your tank of fuel, it has a capacity of 20 liters. You see? And you can go there for 20 liters. You finish the 20 liters, you don't get anything. Sometimes you go there with your nets, yeah? They get lost. And one net is costing a lot of money, you know? And tomorrow you expect to go for fishing again because that is your job. Another challenge is mechanical problems, yeah? You can go there, there is no any food over there, you understand? And
you want to say the boat can just decide to go quiet in the middle of the ocean?
Yes.
And then how do you get back?
You have your telephone, yeah? Then you call to the office that I have a breakdown here for my machine, so then I need assistance.
Mbaru,
Yes.
you've heard what our fishermen are going through. How are you working in relation with our fishermen?
We are working very closely with the Kenya Fisheries Service,
Yes.
as well as the county government of Kilifi to support their data collection programs.
When you say data,
Yes.
what do you mean?
I mean the records of fish that is landed by the fishers.
How does data now solve these issues?
So, for example, on the case of fishers getting stuck at sea,
Yes.
we have installed the PDS. So PDS is basically a vessel tracking device. So it can be able to give you the location where the boat is. Then you can use this information to save the fishers that are stuck at sea. So that was not really the intended purpose, but it can be used for rescue missions as well.
Rescue missions.
Yeah.
What was your intention?
Well, the main intention of this device was basically to map out those fishing locations where these guys go fishing. Because we know they go out there, they get fish, they bring fish, but we don't know where these places are.
Okay.
So with this device now, we can be able to map out all the fishing locations that they target. So in the end, we can be able to know which fish was caught where, by who, when, at what time, and all this information will be able to help us understand the fishery. And then we can, if there is any change in terms of the way the catch is landed, maybe there's a decrease in certain species of fish, or there's an increase in certain species of fish, based on the information or the data that we are getting from the fishers. As managers now, managers can be able to use this information, like the county government of Kilifi or the Kenya Fisheries Service, to make decisions or management decisions that are informed by data to help have a sustainable future of the fishery.
Sombaru, is that the
Yes.
only way of collecting data?
No, it's not the only way of collecting data. There are many types of data sets that are being collected from here.
To better understand the different ways fishing data is collected, let's have a chat with Teddy Kingi, who is a fisheries officer working with the county government of Kilifi. So we'll just dive straight into it.
Okay.
Kingi,
Yes.
what do you do?
We interact with the fishermen, with the fish traders. We see how they fish, the type of gears that they use, the method of fishing. So we are able to advise them on the correct, the best practices they have to do so that we can use the resources sustainably. We do data collection, like catch and effort data. We collect data from the fishermen, the type of fish that they catch, the sizes, the fishing gears that they have used. Yeah, so we know the fishing trends that are going throughout there. First of all, we have standardized forms. We distribute these forms to the fishermen so that whenever they come out with their catch, they can record the type of fish that they have caught, the sizes, the weight, and so forth. We have a digital platform whereby we collect the data that comes raw from the fishermen.
Alright.
So when we have sorted out the data, and then we send out to the senior managers who use this data to make policies and decisions that affect the fisheries.
Thank you, Teddy, for that information. We were not done with our chat with our expert Emmanuel and fisherman Juma. Let's get right to it. So we are moving digital.
We are moving digital.
I don't know, Juma, is it working for you?
We have been asking ourselves here at the Bandari kwamba this data, how will it help us?
I think data is very key when it comes to resource allocation. So when the county government of Kilifi, for example, wants to distribute nets, for example, they can only tell where nets are needed if they have data on the distribution of nets or maybe fishing gears across the county. So with this data, they can now figure out which landing site does Kijangwani need maybe a gear exchange program, like we remove the monofilament nets and maybe we replace this with, other forms of gill nets.
Isn't that a good thing, Juma?
Yeah, I have understood him
All
very
right.
well.
How do our fishermen access the information?
So we have an application or an app called Pescas. So this app can be installed on a computer or a mobile phone, and with internet you can be able to log in. We will share, the login details for each and every individual fisher whose boat has the PDS. and you can log in with your username and password and access all the information that we have discussed today.
All right, so let's go install it.
Yeah, let's go install it and enjoy.
Let's go. Once the tracking device is installed on the boat owner is provided with the login details to the Pescas app. Once the boat owner is logged in, they'll be able to track their fishing trips easily and have a more efficient record-keeping system.
Coming up after the break, we look at handling fish after harvest. What is the best practice? But before that, let's learn some more on how these tracking gadgets are helping fishers and other organizations in data collection.
Welcome back to Shamba Shape Up. In this part, we learn more on the importance of these boat tracking gadgets and how to safely handle fish after harvesting.
From Kilifi, we travel to Gazi in Kwale County. The sea is open and wide. So, how do the fishermen know where they are or where your boat is?
My name is Miss Juma Mwasimba, and we are the members of the beach unit, Gazi.
Gazi Beach Management Unit is made up of very many business people, from fishermen to boat owners, fish traders to food sellers, anyone who depends on the beach for their trade. We have Dr. Emmanuel Mbaru, scientist, Fisheries Assessment and Technology, Asia Africa Blue Tech Superhighway Project, AABS, World Fish. Juma, you as a fisherman,
Yeah,
what challenges do you go through when you go fishing?
high tides,
How do they affect it?
they affect because our boats are too small.
They can't survive the tides.
Yeah,
It's scary. Do you have any other challenges?
no storage.
So you go through a lot of loss.
Yeah,
And where do you get your boat?
boti tunapata kwa matajiri wetu ambao huwa malodi yani hao.
Aha. So you go to a boat owner, he gives you his boat. If you go back with no fish, what does the boat owner tell you?
Wewe unamtegemea yeye tena hapo wakati mwingine na yeye hana tena, pengine amekwenda siku 10 anakupa mafuta lakini hana anachopata.
He is right here. Mwasimba, challenges are many. And you as a boat owner, which ones do you go through?
I give the fishermen my boat.
Yes.
Sometimes they go fishing, they come with nothing. I give the boat again to the fisherman. If he comes without anything, inabidi nimsamee, both of us, we get lost.
If you give Juma your boat, do you know where the boat is?
I stay at home, I don't know whether he has gone fishing or is just
Hanging around.
hanging around. Me at home, I'm just staying there waiting for him to come with something.
You've heard from our fishers,
Yes.
big challenges. Is there a way to go round about them?
So we are trying to come in with modern techniques on how to deal with most of these challenges. We have trackers, the PDSs that have been installed in a number of boats here.
PDS. What is PDS?
So PDS is an acronym that stands for Pelagic Data Systems. So it is a tracking device that will record the movement of the boat at sea. The boat owner has access to the information that is related to his boat using a mobile phone or a laptop or a tablet, any device that has internet.
What kind of data do they collect, and how do you use it?
So at the moment, the trackers will record the routes, that the boat would follow. But that alone is not enough for managers to make decisions in terms of managing the fishery. So then that is when now the data enumerator comes in, who will now record catch data. And catch data is not just the type of fish, but there are other parameters that you record: the length of the fish, the weight of the fish, the species name, the family name. So you combine the two, then you are able to have a complete picture of the fishery status within an area.
It can also help in stopping overfishing?
Yes, it can contribute information that can potentially be used to address issues of overfishing.
How about availability of fish to answer his challenge?
At the moment, we are recording locations where they go fishing. So with time, we will have a big data set with several locations that have been fished. With time, we should be able to get this data and interrogate this data further to understand the environmental conditions that exist in these areas. Then we can be able to suggest to them other areas that could possibly have the same kind of environmental conditions, which possibly could have fish as well. One of the other applications that will go into this dashboard is about weather, so that a fisher can just dial in and he can be able to tell the conditions of the sea, in the next few days.
How else will the tracker be able to help the fishers?
So sometimes there are incidences where incidences of fish poisoning. At the moment, it's really hard to find out where the fish was caught, when that fish was caught, who caught that fish. But with now the PDSs in place, because of they have this traceability, capabilities, then you can be able to go back and find out, who caught that fish, where that fish was caught, and if other fishers can avoid whether it's the species or the location, then interventions can be made at that point.
Traceability.
Yeah.
Juma, if I told you today that if you go to that spot, you're going to find fish, would you like that information?
Shaki mimi naona raha kwa sababu nitavua na kujiamini kwa sababu unaonekana nikiwa baharini na nikifikwa ni matatizo ni rahisi mimi kujulikana mimi kule nimefikwa ni matatizo. Kwa hivyo ni kitu ambacho kitakuwa na msaada mkubwa sana.
We are at the coast, not on holiday, but to shape up our knowledge. Fish is a very sensitive food item that should be handled with the utmost care from the water to the table. What can fish farmers and fishers do to ensure this? Let's find out. Fishing is very hard work. Fishermen spend hours in the sea pulling big nets in the sand, diving in and out of water. After all this hard work, it is important to ensure that the catch does not go to waste and is safe for consumption. There is a lot that needs to be considered to ensure this. We are back with Dr. Emmanuel Mbaru, scientist, Fisheries Assessment and Technology, Asia, Africa, Blue Tech, Superhighway Project, AABS, Worldfish. After we've fished, what happens?
So as you may know, fish is a highly perishable product.
Yes.
So once the fish is caught, the most important thing is to ensure that your fish remains fresh. Mm-hmm. You need to have a cold store, maybe within the boat. And this can come in form of ice or a cooler box that can maintain temperatures, at 0 or even below 0.
Mm-hmm. We discussed earlier that most of these fish are marketed like abroad, internationally, or even just the local market. In terms of handling, what happens?
Once the fish is out of the fisher, out of the board, is taken to the freezers. Usually you have these open air markets where fresh fish will come, it will be weighed, and it will be sold.
The best way to handle fish is to ensure a cold chain. This means from the boat, it is kept in ice. Once it lands and is weighed, it should be transported in ice boxes or refrigerated trucks, and finally, once in the shop, it should be kept cold, ready for buying. What if we don't have ice?
In the event we don't have ice, then we have other alternative ways of preserving your fish. And this is where drying comes in, or even salting. So we have innovations like these kilns or solar dryers. Some of them are powered by wind, some by electricity, some by solar. And the solar dryers will still dry your fish efficiently at low cost.
There are two types of solar dryers. The first works by using direct heat from the sun. The fish is kept under a screen to avoid flies and other insects coming into contact with the fish, and the rays of the sun dry the fish. The second works by solar panels, generating electricity that turns fans and passes warm air in an enclosed tray. The warm air dries the fish, ensuring it lasts long.
For the mama karangas, who are basically the women that fry fish, they normally don't have any storage mechanism. So they will come with their buckets and just get the fish and rush to their homes and fry that fish as quickly as possible.
Why is it so important to go through this process, the preservation and even the presentation?
It is important because we want to minimize post-harvest losses. If the fish go bad, then you will not sell your fish. So basically you will lose that investment or that business of yours. There has been some cases of fraud before where you buy fish, you think it's fresh, but by the time you get home, you realize the fish is not that fresh. And if this fish is consumed maybe by you as an adult or even children, they can get infected.
I noticed once the fish arrived, the fishermen just kept handling it with their hands. And sometimes it will even get in contact with their clothes. These are the same clothes they were with in the ocean. I don't know, is this healthy? Is this the right way to go about it?
What is expected of them is that they need to maintain high level of hygiene. People are expected to have protective clothing. They should cover their mouths, they should cover their nose. But at the moment, this is not the case.
It is important to have protective clothing like hairnets, gloves, and aprons when handling fish. This will ensure that it is safe for consumers.
And we have a specific work package on fish loss and waste, which will address some of these handling, hygiene, and post-harvest issues. Hopefully in the future we should invite you again to see all these interventions, when they are ready and working on the ground.
It would be my pleasure.
Fascinating.
It will be my pleasure and our pleasure as Shamba Shape Up.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Welcome again.
Yes.
Today we have lived a day in the life of fishers. We saw the challenges that fishers face out at sea and how important it is to safely handle fish after they are caught.
We have also learned how boat trackers help boat owners, fishers, and fisheries officers stay safe and keep track of fishing activities. Finally, we saw how collecting data helps protect fish and support coastal communities.
It's clear that shaping up the Shamba also means shaping up our seas. Well, Caro, it has been an amazing episode from the coast.
And it has been quite inspiring. This is something that is so different and new on Shamba Shape Up.
I hope you have learned something new.
Indeed, I've learned something. Have you? Have you?
Of course I have.
Oh, yes.
And we'll see you next time on
Shamba Shape Up.